everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jamie B. Thanks for stopping by. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing an older Wayne Goss technique with under eye primer. I just want to see if this helps. It's supposed to stop your concealer from creasing, make it look less cakey. So I'm excited to try it out. So if you want to see, or you're excited to see if it works, if this technique is easy to use, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so we are going to start this off. So I have found on YouTube a technique to kind of cut down on the creasing of the under eye when you have dry or loose skin under your eye. So I just want to kind of test it out and see. I know Wayne Goss did it a couple years ago. I know a couple other YouTubers have kind of put it out there. So I just want to see if it works. So I am watching him on my phone while we're doing this. If you want to see this eye look that is half created, I'll put the video right here so you could check it out. I uploaded it on Monday. I promise it's completed in that video. So I know that he says you want to moisturize and like a lot. So I'm going to put it on here, and he says like just put it on there a lot. And I'm literally just caking it on here, and then he says let it sit to sink in. So we're just gonna let it sit. Alright, so while I am waiting for that, I'm also going to be putting just a little bit more eye cream under my eye because it did dry a little. So we're gonna put a little bit more there. He says just keep doing it until it's as plump and hydrated as it's going to get. So, but while we're waiting for that, I figured we will go around and do the rest of the face. So I'm going to go in with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer for the rest of my face and just avoid kind of like putting any foundation or anything in that spot. Now I've already prepped my skin with sunscreen and moisturizer and all of that. I actually did that in a video. I'll go ahead and put that right here on how to prep and prepare dry skin to apply foundation effortlessly. So today I'm going to be going in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC37. This is actually a newer one too, like it's not that old, but I got it from TJ Maxx, I think, like a month or so ago. And I just haven't really used it, so I figured I would go with it. So I'm just gonna go in and just not mess with the under eye while that's sitting. So I've been kind of like on YouTube lately with, you know, nothing to do with my life. And just kind of like seeing like different makeup tricks and stuff I can try on my channel. And obviously, like, we all know who Wayne Goss is. If you do not, he's been on YouTube doing makeup for a long time. And he, I believe, is a professional makeup artist, and he just does some really amazing stuff. And I just was like, what better to try than something from him? So we're gonna try it out because I think that this could help us. I've seen a lot of people try it after he recommended it. So, okay, so I just watched the video again and I realized he did not talk about placing foundation under my eye. Just eye prime, moisturizer, eye cream, and eye primers. Then he said concealer. So we're not going to put foundation under the eye today. We're just going to go in with the eye primer. Today I'm using the Hourglass base. This is the Veil base. So he just said to put it wherever your concealer is going to go. So mine is acting a little weird because I do still feel like mine is a little wet. My moisturizer. So he also said that if you bring your concealer all the way up to your eyelid, that you should put it there. So basically anywhere you're gonna place concealer, your eye primer should go. I mean, it looks a little crazy. Looks a little crazy. But we're going. I almost just dipped in this highlighter to put under my eye. And just be gentle whenever you're applying anything under your eye. You want to avoid pulling or tapping too hard, so that way you don't cause any more wrinkles or loose skin than you already might have or don't have. And then he says after you apply this to basically just let it sit and soak in to do its job. So we're gonna apply and wait again. He definitely does say that if you are in a hurry, this takes time, so this may not be something that you can do every day. So you may want to just try it out on like a weekend or something where you don't really have to go anywhere. We're just letting it sit. Alright, so I have let it sit for a few minutes. It's still tacky, but it's been sitting here, so I'm gonna go in with my concealer. He does say not to use a cream concealer, to use a liquid, but if you have to use a cream, he said to use a liquid over top of it. So today I'm going in with the Kylie Jenner concealer and this, the Kylie Cosmetics concealer, and this is in the shade Ivory. Ivy, what is wrong with me today? God, get it together. All right, and I guess I'm just gonna place it like I would. I'm gonna do one eye at a time and just kind of see. I'm gonna see what we're talking about. Oh, what? Why is it doing that? Like down here where I have like so much moisturizer and stuff, it's like, it's pulling up the concealer. I may have to let this sit and do more concealer. It's like literally just, it's picking it right up. So either this primer is not what I need, or this stuff is not working for me. What the hell? All right, let's try a different concealer. Let's try a different, oh my God. Do you see this? Why is it doing this? All right, so I'm gonna go in with some Shape Tape and just see if I can correct that, because I don't know what's happening, because I just don't know. I've seen so many videos where this has worked, so I don't understand what I did wrong. He didn't really go into specifics on the kind of under eye or the eye primer I'm supposed to use. So maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe it was the concealer, because look, that's fine. If you guys have done this before, comment below and let me know what it is that I'm doing wrong. Is it the concealer? Is it the primer? I mean, he didn't really go into specifics on a primer I'm supposed to use, but I feel like I may have done it wrong. So it didn't happen over here, and I really didn't use the Kylie concealer over here. I wonder if it was the concealer, like it just didn't like that primer. I mean, it's like really, really bright under my eye, that's for sure. All right, so I'm gonna go in with concealer where everywhere else I go, just to pop that on, and then we'll move on to the powder portion of it. All right, so I'm gonna go in with some powder. He did say just use very little, so I am going to just, I tapped the brush off and I'm just lightly placing that under my eye. He said do not use a lot. The reason, and I mean I don't use a lot as it is, because I do have really, really dry under eyes, but the reason that you don't want to use a lot of powder is because that's where you're gonna get that caking, when you start to really matte that powder down. So I do agree, less is more when it comes to powder. It does really look nice. It does definitely look like it's holding my concealer in place. So I do get a lot of creasing where my concealer goes. So hopefully this will stay much better. I mean, it does definitely look like it's doing what he says it's supposed to do. So hey, all right. I mean, we had some issues and now we know. I don't know, but it's working now, so that works for me. So now that I've put my bronze on, we're gonna go into blush. I'm still just like keeping an eye on it to see like, are you gonna crust up? Are you? Okay, and today I'm using the Take Me Home Powder Blush Duo by MAC and Patrick Star. And I literally just pop it. I just use both. I just kind of bring color back into my under eye because I like so light. That's the one thing about the primer situation under the eye, is you have to like be careful, because once it sticks to the primer, like it sticks, so do it quickly. Just like any primer would, you know what I mean? It does its job. Yes, we're gonna move to highlighter, which I'm using the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I'm going to be using Fire Crystal. Ooh. Oh, so pretty. I love her highlighters. All right, guys, so I had some issues with this technique. I'm going to get the actual Too Faced one that he had in the video and see. I know that Urban Decay has one that he's tried before too, and just see if like maybe that was why I had issues. But the problem was I put so much liquid under here and so much stuff that it kind of just kept picking up the concealer. So I don't know if it was something that I did wrong or if that technique just doesn't work for me. I still do feel like I have creases, I have lines, I have very dry eyes. So I just don't think that that's something that I can really get around for my face or my features. So I do still have some creasing like I normally would. It did make down here look a lot smoother, but when it comes to like up under my lid, it's still a little bit creasy. Comment below and let me know if you think it was the eye primer, was it the concealer, did I not wait long enough maybe for the primer to sit? I just don't really know, but I'm gonna try the technique again and see what happens. But I had a lot of issues with it, so I don't think that I would go as far as doing that. I think that it's nice if it does work, but it seems very time consuming. I had to wait a long time for my moisturizer and put more moisturizer and wait a long time for that to dry and then put the primer. I waited 10 minutes for that to set. So just to kind of like get a less creasing or less cakey look, I just don't think that it's very time appropriate, especially if you're just, you know, going to work or something. But if you're about to like glam up for a photo shoot or something, this is probably something you can try to do. Comment below if you have tried this before. Did it work for you? I'll comment down below and just keep you updated on what I did. Did I get the Too Faced primer to kind of try it and see if it works? But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you in some way. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I do 5 beauty videos a week and 1 blooper video on Saturday, which is a lot of fun, and you get a lot of laughs at my expense, so that's always fun. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!